Here's everything you need to know about the Engulfing Candles by RR report on edgeful.com. So by RR is just risk to reward. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like, but pretty much we have bullish engulfing candles and bearish engulfing candles separated left and right. So you just need to make sure that you understand these are the bullish, these are the bearish. We have a table down here, as always, about how many and the percentages that are up here. We have also a detail table that's going to show you every single one, the time that it formed. This is going to be super helpful for you. And then the actual size. I'm going to cover what the size, like how to measure the size here. It's always the body, just as a hint, or not as a hint, as like a preview. It's always the body of the candle. It does not include the wicks, specifically here in this size. Then obviously bullish or bearish, and then the max RR that was actually hit. So let's look, we're looking at YM in the New York session in the last 6 months here. Let's look right over here at this day. I'm using the engulfing candles indicator that is part of your edgeful plan. It's right over here. And I'm going to go to the settings. So you can see we just have, you can change the colors, whatever else. There's not too much customization, to be honest. But you can see right here we have a bullish engulfing because there's a green little arrow. So how does this work? What is the report measuring here? This is a bullish engulfing, so we're looking at the blue area over here. And then now, the easiest way to do this is to use this little long and short position. I have it favorited, so it goes in my little bar up here. But the way that it works is imagine you enter at the close of the engulfing candle, which would be right over here. Your stop is at the low. And then now we're measuring for the 0.5 RR, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. So what you can see is a 0.5 RR would be, I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, make this a little bigger. Okay. So a 0.5 RR, you can see it right over here. It just means your profit target is half the size of the risk. The risk is always based on the close for a bullish candle, from the close to the low. For a bearish candle like this one, it's from the close to the high. I'm going to explain the other example right now, but what you can see here is that it did touch the 0.5, right over this one right here, without touching here. So this is important. It cannot touch the stop loss at all. And then in this case, we see that it also touched the 1, right? And then it also, if I bring this out to the rest of the day, this day ended up going to 1.5. So what day is this? Monday, August 4th. I'm going to go to my little thing here. Monday, August 4th. What time did this start? 11:30. By the way, I'm on the 30-minute time frame, so you can change the time frame right here. So that's the candle time frame. Super, super important, obviously, for this report. We have the weekdays to use, and we can filter by any size. But we see bullish at 11:30 touched the 1.5, which you can see right over here. It touched the 1.5. It did continue, but that's out of the session, so that's not going to count. Now, in an example where, let me try to find a different example here. Okay, let's look at this bearish one. Actually, is a pretty good example. So I'm going to go short here. And this is the bearish signal right over here. I'm going to go short. My stop is at the high of this candle. And now I'm going to be targeting either the 0.5, the 1, the 1.5, whatever else. And as you can see, the stop loss was hit, right? So what this is measuring is how often will it reach each of these R multiples without touching the stop loss. That's the important piece. So you can go into drawdown technically, but it cannot touch the stop right over here. So this one would count as a 0, like it didn't even touch the 0.5. So this would count, you would not, like this was a failed instance in this case. It's still counted though, which obviously you can see right here, it still considers it, which is what you want. You want to know how often it actually reaches this point. So you can go and customize this to be a 5-minute, 15-minute, or 30-minute. If you go to the 5-minute here, you click save, and you would just need to make sure that you're on the 5-minute chart, and then the indicator will obviously automatically update to show you each of these different RRs. So you can see it's actually a little bit higher on the 5-minute time frame. And yeah, there's no really right way to do it. You can filter by any candle size. So if I actually go back for a second, how do we measure the size here? So I'm going to use this ruler tool, and then I'm going to go from the open to the close. You can see it's 0.07%. You can also see that. Let me switch this over to be a 30-minute. You can also see that the fourth right over here, 0.07%. So whether it's bullish or bearish, it's always the body of the candle that actually engulfs. This is helpful. Please let me know. By the way, guys, this is the one that you're going to use to optimize the engulfing candles algo. So just a little tip at the end there. If this is helpful, please subscribe to the YouTube. There's a bunch of free content there. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our support right over here. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.